Hi, I'm Honda Pro Jason. Welcome to the Honda Pro Show, watched by over 1.6 million people and kept alive because you subscribe. This week I have an outstanding show for you, so let's get into it. Welcome to 2014. This will be our very first show of the year. We have a brand new format. It's me and, of course, my cameraman and associate producer, Matt. Say hi.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
What we're first going to do is we're going to recap what happened in 2013. And this is our first full year of doing the Honda Pro Show, Matt.
Yes, this has been a fantastic year. I think we have a lot to recap and some very, very, very cool news.
We do. So this is what we're going to recap. We talked about the return of the Type R, and now it's turbo version. We talked about all the new hybrid engines, the new Accord getting 50 miles per gallon in the hybrid version. We also talk about the first vacuum in a car, which is the Honda Vac in the Odyssey Touring Elite. We talked about record sales. It seems like we talked about record sales almost every week. Honda just kept breaking records after records after records.
Yeah, it was a tremendous year for them.
We also talked about all the Honda ads, like the Honda Hands ad and the CRV optical illusion ad. Those are both great classic ads that I think are going to be added to Honda's collection.
If you haven't watched that Hands ad, you should definitely make sure you get in with that.
It's some pretty cool stuff.
That one,
sure.
I enjoyed that one very much.
And we got to see the Honda Odyssey climb Pikes Peak. That was pretty exciting too.
Yeah, that's pretty unusual to see an Odyssey flying up like that. I think for the year, my favorite was the Civic Type R. I mean, when you're talking about a 300 horsepower turbo, I don't think that there's anything that can top that.
And we'll be talking about that throughout the year too, as things progress. What do we have for this week's show, Matt?
Well, we have the Tokyo Auto Salon, right? Auto Salon.
Yes, Auto Salon.
Yes.
Remember, in Japan they call it the Auto Salon. Here we call them car shows. But Honda is really stepping up their game when it comes to accessorizing and performance out here. They're coming out with, let's see, they have a Mugen Civic that's going to be shown. They're going to have a Mugen, I'm sorry, not Mugen Civic, a Mugen Fit, a Mugen Vezel. They're also going to be showing off a whole bunch of N1 designs with the N box with the Element package. Now, the Element's been gone in the U.S. for a while, so I'd be very interested to see what they're going to come out with this time. And a Honda Odyssey out there that is completely tricked out with wheels and ground effects and some stuff that I think some of the Honda Odyssey owners out here would really like. So we're going to take a look at the Tokyo Auto Salon as that progresses later this month and get some more information and more pictures for you very soon.
I'm excited about that Vezel, as that will obviously be the four-door, or excuse me, the Fit version that makes it to the United States, the all-wheel drive perhaps.
All-wheel drive, exactly.
So
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
What do we have up next, Matt?
Up next, boy, I'm reaching for it. Here it is. Oh gosh, how could I forget? The record year. How could I forget?
More records for Honda. Now, Honda just finished off their 2013 year in sales. So all the records have been in, and what we found out is in America, Honda had their second best annual sales ever. That's pretty strong. I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, but this is really strong stuff. The Accord, the Civic, the CRV, the Odyssey all led retail sales throughout the year.
That's just a tremendous, unbelievable achievement. Incredible.
The CRV actually surpassed 300,000 sales. It's a lot of CRVs on the market.
We'd sold, what was it, 1.5 million, over 1.5 million total sales in North America, total automobile sales in North America.
Unbelievable.
It's
really been a great year.
Tremendous comeback from 2007
for
all the way to this.
My friends up in Canada, they're announcing the Honda Civic has won the best sales car, most sold car in Canada. How's that sound? Most sold car in Canada for the 16th straight year. So again, I want to say hey to all my dealerships and all my friends up in Canada. Congrats. I mean, the Civic, that's a huge, huge deal for the Civic to win it 16 years in a row. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be changing with the updates of the Civic. I just think they're just going to continue to dominate up there.
With the new updates to the Civic, Matt, you're absolutely correct. It's going to be an incredible year for that car up there. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about this company or this organization that's giving away free gas to Honda owners. I put it all over my Facebook, all over my Twitter page, all over my Google Plus page. You guys are going crazy. It was in Southern California, and it's called Helpful Honda, and they call themselves the Guys in Blue. And what they do is they basically bring brand awareness to everybody. It's pretty fun stuff. In the past months, they've been giving away free gas to Honda owners. Around Valentine's Day, they give away free roses. They give away free ice cream. They give away umbrellas or help people across the street in need during like busy times and traffic times. They do some things that are really out of the box and not what you'd think a regular Honda organization would do, because normally they're talking about sales. And these people are really just out to help. And they call themselves, again, the Guys in Blue. And they're not just in Southern California. There's also a group, Valley Honda dealerships out in Arizona. So they're in Southern California and Arizona. And I have a feeling they're going to be popping up in other areas too. Now, I had the opportunity to talk to them and kind of get an idea of what they're about. They've been around for 8 years. But now with the culmination of social media and Twitter and Facebook and Google+, they've really come out of the box. And they're a pretty big organization. And I look forward to seeing what they're going to do next and possibly meeting up with them to getting my free tank of gas. A little side note here. We've been talking about Apple and how iOS is being integrated with all the Hondas. And I've had a lot of my Android fans being like, hey, Honda Pro, what's going on with Android? Well, now we know. Honda has just signed on with Android, something called their Open Automotive Alliance. Now, Honda's not the only company that's signed on. Chevy, Ford, a lot of the other big names have signed on too. And we're not sure exactly what it means yet, but I can only assume what they've done with iOS, they're going to give us the choice of using your Android phone for maps, for something like Siri's Eyes Free, things like that with Android, as the same as Apple. So we'll find out more about this as soon as we get some more info.
It should be interesting to see if they can do some of the same mirroring that the iOS system. Hopefully they will be able to.
Be very interesting. And it's fun fact time. Now, the very first Honda automobile to be shown off in a car show was at the 9th Annual Auto Show in Japan in 1962. They showed off the T360, they showed off the S360 and the S500. And that's your fun fact of the week. What a great show to start off the new year. Now, this is the part of the show where I give away something. Last week, I gave away 2 of these Honda hoodies. And because of the Arctic cold in most of the country, I'm going to be giving away 2 more of these Honda hoodies this week. Now, if you guys want to know if you won the last contest or any of the previous contests, check the description below for your name. Now, this week I'm going to ask you guys, if you could choose one Honda, not modify it, and keep it for the rest of your life, what Honda would it be? Leave your creative comments below. As always, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know.